A lot of videos on the internet about handheld footage. I want to put all the tips into one place in under 200 seconds. Tip number 1, neck strap. Everyone knows this, adds 2 points of contact. Hold the camera out while holding the neck strap, you'll get smoother footage. Second tip, walking on your heels. It's kind of self-explanatory, just walk more gently and you'll get smoother footage. Everyone knows this one, slow-mo, shoot in 60p, 120p, and slow it down. It just makes all the shaky footage a little less abrupt. Optical flow is kind of like slow-mo, but fake. Pretty much what it's doing is filling in the frames that you're missing when you're trying to slow down footage that doesn't have enough frames. A top handle or this little weird strap handle that I've seen online, these work great because pretty much the camera body is pulling it down towards gravity, which smoothens out the footage because of the weight. A psychological tip, know what you're shooting before you shoot it, because then any changes in the scene won't put you off. A shoulder rig, I don't have any of these, but I've heard they're great for getting those smooth handheld footage and also that very natural feel. Everyone knows warp stabilizer, slap it on your footage, but don't overuse it because sometimes it looks a little wonky. Torso movement trick, pretty much if you're doing a pan, hold the camera as close as you can to your body and use your body to do the pan. This will be a lot smoother. Fall over method, kind of weird, but pretty much what you're using is gravity. Let the gravity do the movement for you. This will give you good shots, but you'll lose a bit at the end. The shifting method, pretty much have a wide base and then shift from side to side. This is great for getting just side to side shots. I've heard this works, but snipers do it. Hold your breath while you're shooting, or I've even heard exhale while you're shooting as well. Could help with smoothing footage. Let me know if it works. Skateboard or rollerblade. This is great if you need an on-the-go dolly. Pretty much just put the camera on the skateboard and roll it forward and back or side to side. Super smooth, but I recommend a tripod or else the angle looks kind of weird. Towel or a belt, kind of the same version of the skateboard, but more for places where you can't put a skateboard. The towel's good for counter shots, and the belt can also be used kind of like a top handle. Weird tip here, but try to make shorter shots because then there'll be less chance of shake. So rather than doing one whole long shot, cut that into 3 different shots. Tripod trick, pretty much you're just adding more weight to the camera so it just pulls the gravity down and you won't notice the bumps as much. Tip here, shoot wide. When you're shooting wide, it's less obvious the camera shake. If you're shooting tighter, it's very obvious if you have very shaky hands. When you're shooting, try to make all your movements a single smooth motion instead of going side to side and changing directions all the time. This will help with just making footage smoother. Pair this with the slow-mo tip because if you slow that down, it looks regular speed, but the footage was actually shot very quick. IBIS or image stabilization, most cameras have it, lenses have it, use it if you have it, it's great, but some of them look a little weird. This one's weird, you pretty much put a string in both of the camera strap attachments and then use your feet to stabilize it down. You can pair this with the camera strap, pretty much gives extra points of contact for smooth footage. Finally, shooting 4K, shoot higher resolutions because then you can crop it in. Warp stabilizer will still have more options and you can do the stabilization yourself if you really want to do it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope that video helped out. Comment below if you want to see more of these types of videos of me grouping up all the best tips on the internet. Finally, tap that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know what it is. Creators, keep creating. See you guys in the next one. Peace.